Hi guys. Can you see me? Hi, can you see me? Can you hear me? What's it say?
One person on right now.
Okay.
Gotta wait for people to get on.
Okay.
Try to get on via your phone.
Okay, hold on. I can't see it on my phone. How do I do it?
Just go to your page and see if you can see it.
Well, here I am. Okay. All right, I'm just waiting on some people to come on. Yay! Hi everyone. Thank you for joining. So I can see the comments. Well, I can't really see them because it's far, but I can see. Hi, thank you for joining. I can see that there are comments. Can you guys see me? You can't hear me. Okay. All right. Let's see why you can't hear me. Can everyone hear me? It should be volume up. Make sure your volume is up too. You can hear me. Yay. Okay, good. I have my phone too because I have some people that are texting as well. So let me just tell them to make sure your volume's up if you can't. Okay, good. Yay! All right, guys. We'll give a few minutes for everyone to sign on. Thanks for everyone for joining. Today is a free / donation-based class. If you are able to donate, you can donate on PayPal under my cell phone, which is 717-760-9136. But again, if you are unable to donate, please, no worries. I get it, this is a hard time, but during this time I want to share yoga because I think it is very important. All right, so thank you for joining, most of all, and making time for yourself. I know we have a lot of things going on, a lot of people working from home, a lot of people out of work, so hopefully we can just take this time, if anything, to focus on our body and our mind and our soul and just decompress. Okay, good. Wonderful. Thank you guys. So again, welcome to, it's going to be power yoga today. Power yoga for lower body. So we'll be doing some hip opening, some hamstring opening, some lower back, but we'll also be doing some strengthening, some core work. I know we have a lot of people that love that core work, which is great, and we'll get a good workout. So today all you need is yourself. I grabbed some water. If you have any essential oils, take a few minutes, grab those, light a candle, hide from your kids if you can, but also for props. If you do, take a few minutes here. We're just letting people sign on. If you do, please grab, if you have one, please grab a blanket. You can grab a pillow. If you have trouble getting into some poses, if you have a chair, even just like a kitchen chair or a foldable chair that you can bring by your mat, do that, all right? So if you didn't get a chance, I did do a YouTube video today with pose breakdowns. So it's on my page, it's pose breakdowns that I'm gonna be doing today, and no worries if you didn't get a chance to look at that. I will go over them briefly today. But as always, if I'm doing something and it doesn't feel good, get out of the pose, okay? You don't have to stick with it. So Let's just see how we're doing with signing on. Make sure we have all of our friends. Good. Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching. And again, too, if you just want to watch this and see, how you feel, you can just take this time to just breathe with us together. We're connecting as a community online. We are just taking time for ourselves to just enjoy our own space, our own bodies, and let's let go of the world today, okay? Let's let go of everything that's going on. Try to give yourself this hour. Good, thank you. Try to give yourself this hour, please, to just let it go. Even just forget for a minute, all right? Do whatever you need to do to get into the mind space. Again, I said essential oils if you have them. Light a candle. Hide from your children. Hide from your husband or spouse. I know everyone's getting on each other's nerves, I'm sure, being in this kind of quarantine situation. So have fun, smile. Please do not worry about perfecting these postures. It is not about it. Have fun. Tune into your body. If you can, and I know it's hard when you're watching, but try not to look at me if you can. If you can help doing that, try to close your eyes as much as possible. I will try to cue clearly and correctly, so that way you don't have to look at me that much, but that way you can kind of just tune in and tune out. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start in child's pose. So for those that are new, let's see what's going on. Okay, good. For those that are new to child's pose, a few options. Today is yoga for lower body, so we're including hips and hamstrings. So for our child's pose today, I like to take our knees as wide or wider than the mat if you can, and our toes to touch. And then what happens is we bring our hips to our heels. And again, if you have that blanket with you, or take a minute to grab a blanket and place it behind your shins, behind your hamstrings. And this is really nice, especially for my friends that I know are super tight and they can't get their butt down to their heels. This is so good because it gives you a little bit of support. So knees wide, toes to touch, big toes to touch, hips to heels. If you don't have a blanket, you can grab a pillow, which is even better, because if you're really tight, that pillow is going to give you more support. You drop your hips down, and then you can even take another pillow and let the head rest on the floor. So take a few minutes to get comfy. Take a few minutes to get some props, some water, some oils. And we're gonna settle in for child's pose. We're gonna take a few big deep breaths here. Again, thank you everyone for joining. This is my gift to you, my gift back to you during these stressful times. So settle in, check in with the shoulders in child's pose. You don't have to reach forward. You can take the elbows down by the side body and rest the head down on pillow, on block, whatever it is you need. Allow yourself to adjust your hips, maybe wiggling side to side. And let's take the biggest, deepest breath we've taken today. So real big, deep breath. Open the mouth. Let it breathe past the chest and shoot it down, all the way down to your tailbone. All right, really fill up with beautiful, big, deep breaths. So let's count in for a count of 3 if you can. And let's exhale out of the mouth for a count of 4. Blow it out, relax, let go. Feel your hands spread on the floor. Feel your body connecting with the ground below. Continue with that beautiful deep breath. Inhale for a count of 3 or 4. Let it ride down the body, down the tailbone, down to the feet. Fill up. And exhale completely out of the nose or mouth. Let everything go. Again, a nice big, beautiful, deep inhale. Breathe it in, sip in love, peace, calm, safety, health. Whatever you want to bring into your practice today. Manifest it with the breath. Fill up all spaces. And exhale, release what doesn't serve you here. Fear, anxiety, stress. Blow it out of the mouth. Use our visualization to picture it leaving the body. So again, last big, beautiful breath here. Fill up all spaces. Fill up the lower belly. Feel it pressing on the thighs. Bring in love, peace, calm, safety. And on that exhale, release anything that you're holding on to. Stress, fear, anxiety. Blow it out of the mouth. Let it go. Good, guys. Remembering that throughout your practice, your body is exactly where it needs to be. Take this time to meet it with kindness. We're meeting our body with compassion, right? Every day, no matter how we feel. And then from here, let's slowly take our hands to the top left part of our mat. So real big stretch here. Active stretch through the fingertips. Ground the right hip down to the heel. Keep the head down. Big stretch here. Inhale. Exhale. Sway the arms to the top right part of your mat. Real long squeeze. So reach those fingers. Ground the hips to the heels. Big stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come back to center and come on to hand and knees. Good. Take a minute to settle in. Check in with the knees. I have a blanket here. Hi everyone that's joining. I have a blanket here. So if your knees are sensitive, as are mine, place that blanket underneath your knees. Hands come right underneath our shoulder blades. So hand and knee pose. Check in with the belly. So really hug the belly in. Try not to arch the back. Press the floor away. Spread our hands, right? Really spread our hands. It's going to help strengthen our hands. Press into each point of the finger. And the knees should be coming directly underneath our hip points. Good, guys. First inhale, we're just going to take a side stretch. So C curve with the spine. Take your left hip out to the side and look over to your butt. Breathe here. Inhale. Engage the core. Little oblique crunch. Exhale. And then inhale, switch sides. Over to the right. Look over to the hip. Good. Feels really nice. Breathe with your movement. Inhale, opposite side. Soften the face, unclench the jaw. Exhale, opposite way. Really good. Then from here, just starting with some circles. So this feels really nice. Starting slow. We're just kind of warming up the hips. Noticing how they feel. So imagining there's a paintbrush on the back of our tailbone. And we're just painting beautiful circles on the ceiling. And then when you're ready, change that direction. Close the eyes. Feel the connection with the floor. This can be very grounding, so even picturing roots coming from our hands, coming from our knees, coming from our shins, and grounding us deep into the earth. Feeling supported, feeling safe in this breath and in this moment. Good. Change the direction again of those circles. Good. From here, engage the core. Press the floor away. We're extending the left leg back. Toes face the floor. Notice naturally if your hip wants to raise up. Close the hips. Hips side by side. Press the floor away. Flex through the toes. Gaze stays forward. I'm gonna look at the screen, but try to keep the gaze forward here. Inhale. From here now, point the toe and then pulse. So we're gonna start to activate the glute. Pulse and point the toe to the back wall. Keep the core tight. Keep breathing. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. So you control your movement here. Keep breathing. We're building up some heat. Inhale. Exhale. And then if your wrist gets sore, you can come on to your forearms. So this is always, if your wrists are tender, check in with yourself and come in to the forearms when you need, okay? Next inhale, extend through the heel. On the exhale, we're taking the left leg, crossing it over the right shin. Tuck the toes, put the toes on the floor, press into the foot, and look over to your right hip again, like we did before. So a little extension, really nice for the sciatic nerve pain, if you have any. So press here, look over, see, curve the spine. Inhale, exhale, back. Good. Now from here, we're going to bend the knee and make those big circles again. Just resetting. Checking in on the breath. Big inhale, exhale, calm back down. Ground back down into the breath. Notice if you're holding tension in your face, in your jaw, in your shoulders. Try to relax the body as we work the body. Next inhale, extend the right leg back. Toes are facing the floor. Inhale, good. On the exhale, point the toe and then start to lift and lower the leg. We're engaging the glutes. Keep the gaze at the floor and breathe. Good. You can go as fast or as slow as you need. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Extend through that leg. Now taking the right leg, crossing it over the left shin. Tuck the toes. See, curve the spine over to the left. Really nice side body stretch. Look at the foot. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that foot back to center. Drop the right knee. Big circles. Remember, coming to the forearms, we're doing a lot of wrist work. So listen to your body. Come onto the forearms when you need. Great. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back on the wrists, we're going to stretch those wrists. So taking the wrist, and I'll show you from the front. Fingertips are facing forward. We're just going to go towards our pinky and flick the wrist. So our heels of our hands are facing forward. Again, left hand towards the pinky. Heel of the hand comes down. Bend the elbows back towards your back body. And a little stretch here. You should feel it on the wrist crease. So really good for all the work we're going to do on our hands, okay? Really good. Slowly take them back. Bring your hips to your heels. Quick little stretch here. We're going to flick the wrist like you're shooting a basketball, all right? Really nice flick of the wrist. Show me your nails that we haven't been able to get done, right? It's all good. All right, from here, flick the wrist of the right hand and then take the fingertips back towards you. It should feel really nice on our wrist crease. Breathe, big breath, all the way down to the tailbone. Exhale, sigh it out. Next one, same thing. Left hand, fingertips face down. Press the hands gently back. You should feel a stretch on the top of the wrist crease. Big breath here. Soften the face, just shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, let it out. Great. Coming right back into it. Inhale, back on hands. We're going to extend that left foot back. Option to hold here. If you want more, we're going to extend that right hand forward. The thumb is facing the ceiling. Keep the gaze at the floor. Inhale, core work. Exhale, elbow comes in towards the side body. Knee hugs in. Hold. Inhale, lengthen. long line. Exhale, crunch, C-curve the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Press through the heel of the foot, active hand, active core. Exhale, crunch. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Good work. Inhale, drop the left knee. Place the right hand down. Extend the right foot now back. Toes face the floor. Next inhale, we sweep that left hand forward. Thumb facing the ceiling. Engage the core. Try not to dip the hips. Try to keep them level. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Knee to nose. Bring the bicep in. Inhale, lengthen. Good work. Exhale, crunch. So for those that are just joining, if you are, you can hop right in. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Good work, guys. Inhale. We're just going to rock the hips side to side. And then coming to our first downward facing dog. Press the floor away. Tuck the toes. Shift the hips high. Take a minute here to pedal it out. So downward dog. Our feet should be hip distance apart, no wider. Our hands, fingertips are facing the top of your mat. Your heels should not be visible from your toe view. So look at your feet. Make sure you can't see your heels. Your toes should be directly in front of your feet. Wiggle the hips side to side. Shake the head out. Notice if you're holding tension in the neck. Modification, if this becomes too much, drop to the knees. This can be your downward dog. And come to puppy. So that is the modification for downward dog. Good. Next inhale, we're lifting the left leg high. Toes face the floor. Keep that core tight. The tighter the core, the less weight that is on the hands and the feet. Keep your standing legs soft because the hamstring should be tight at this point. Inhale. Exhale, bend the heel into the glute. Open up the knee to the side. Almost like a dog peeing on a tree. If this is too much, this is a lot on the wrist. Drop down to the knee. You're doing the same thing. If this is still too much on the wrist, drop to the forearms, okay? So keep breathing here. And then from here, wherever you are, whether the full posture, make circles. Big circles with the kneecap. Good, we should start building that heat here. I feel it. Then change the direction of those circles. Good. Extend the leg long, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Almost shifting into plank. Press the floor away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. One more. Remember, you can do this on your knee too. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. Gently place that left foot down in between your hands. That right knee is down. And we're coming into low lunge. So here's another opportunity. If you have blocks or pillows, you can use them and press the floor away. So low lunge, hands can be on blocks, pillows, books, a pet, whatever you have, a small child, right? Just rest them down. If you don't have blocks, you can put your fingertips, rest them on the floor, frame the foot. Your left toes to be forward, your heel right behind. Big breath here, settle in. Draw the sternum forward, so try not to round really here. Lift, sink the hips down, lengthen the torso up to the sky. Big breath. Soften the jaw, let it out. Good work, guys. Big inhale, sink the hips forward. There should be no pain here, okay? So adjust, make sure your knee isn't far forward over your ankle. Sometimes I see people doing this. Don't do this. Bring the foot forward, okay? Sink the hips. Good work. From here, options, stay here or tuck those back toes. Good. Low lunge, inhale. Little pulses here. Good, really opening up the right hip flexor. Keep breathing. Remember, you can do this on your knee. Same thing. Wherever you are on your body. No judgment, no competition. Yoga's not about that. Just about stretching, breathing, connecting. All right, you're all good. Ground down, inhale. Little pulses here, exhale. Good. Next inhale, now we're coming into a little flow. We're going to, whether your toes are tucked or untucked, we're gonna sweep that left leg back and up again. Yes, backing up, three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale, low lunge. Good, and come up, rise the arms up. Give your wrist a little break, a little circle here. Big breath from the front. View, you can see my hips are square, my knees right in front of my hip, okay? Shake those wrists out. I know my wrists are tender. I know a few of yours may be as well. So honor that, okay? Good. Next inhale, coming back down. We're gonna engage that core, sweep the leg back up, three-legged dog. Good. Point through the toe, inhale, exhale, low lunge. Rise up, good. Inhale, exhale, prayer. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, frame the foot with your hands. Tuck the toes and sweep that left leg back and up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Low lunge. Drop the knee to start, right? Set in here. You may stay here. Inhale, exhale, tuck the toes, bring the leg all the way up. Last one here. Inhale, exhale, heel to glute. Open up the knee again. Drop down if you need. Take those breaks. Drop down on your right knee if you need some breaks. Make circles again. Inhale, exhale. Change the direction of the circles. Opening up those hips. Really good work, guys. Next inhale, three-legged dog. Good. Exhale, bring that foot forward. All right, what we're coming into is crescent pose. So imagining the feet on railroad tracks, right? My back toes are tucked of my right foot. I'm going to inhale, rise up. My right knee is bent. You can bring the foot in a little bit so you're not really stretching back. Bend the knee gently. Hips are square. The shoulders are right above. So lift the torso. Try not to lean forward anymore. We're lifting. Good. Shoulders over hips. We're raising. Inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. This quad should be on fire. Mine is, right? Smile through it, right? Power yoga with lower body work. Little pulses here. Hands go to hips to start. Breathe. However it is comfortable. As we're getting heat, we're building momentum. You may not just be breathing out of nose and mouth, and that's okay. Little pulses, inhale. Exhale, come back to steady crescent pose, and then we're gonna sweep that right foot to meet the left, come to chair pose. Good, sit down. So your feet can be together or hip distance apart. If you're pregnant like I am, you can go a little bit wider, right? Make room for belly. So knees can be wide, come into chair, sit down low, good. Little pulses here. Press into the heels, keep breathing, inhale, exhale, we're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Best pose ever. Forward fold, bend those knees, relax. Let the top body weigh heavy. Keep the knees bent, rest your belly on the top of the thighs, tailbone high. Any arm variations that you want. Whew, I'm getting hot here, to lower the heat. So good, let's take a few breaths here. Really nice for the lower back, for my friends that have the lower back pain. Keep those knees bent. Really releases the lower back if you have your period. This helps cramps. So really just allow the head to just hang. Allow the arms to just sway heavy. Really, really nice. Next breath, spread those toes, ground the feet down, and rise up vertebrae by vertebrae. Good, tuck the tailbone. Good, big stretch. Inhale, exhale, we're reaching right hand forward, left hand back. Keep the core tight, square the hips. Sweep the left hand down, back with the right, and opposite side. Left hand forward, right hand back. Draw that right hip forward. Big breath, ground into the feet. Inhale, sweep the right hand up. Good, exhale, big wide V. Maybe the gaze lifts, inhale, exhale. Inhale, interlace hands behind the head. Elbows point in, press head into hands. Hands into head, nice stretch here for the shoulders. Good, elbows point up high, inhale. On the exhale, little neck stretch, elbows come in, chin to chest. And then feel the stretch, so it might just be here for you, right? Or you just lower down slowly with control, coming all the way into a forward fold. Good. How's everyone doing? Beautiful. Keep breathing here. Good job, guys. All right, so coming down into that forward fold again. And then you may notice that left leg is probably still a little bit on fire, right? Mine is, so we gotta do the other side. So from here, hands press onto the mat, bend the knees. Option here, if you wanna build that heat, you can hop back to plank pose. If that's too much, you take your time, you come back however you need to come into plank pose. This can be on the knees, right? Check in with the wrist. You may need to come onto the forearms if your wrists are bothering you. All right, so holding that plank pose, we're going to come into a little bit of core. Going into power, we're gonna shift our hips side to side. Good, this is a really nice lower core burnout here. So turning side to side, and then you can still do this on your knees, side to side. Keep breathing. Good, check in. If you need to go on your forearms, you can do it on your forearms as well. Go as fast as you can. Good, we're going 5. Keep shifting the hips side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Drop down for my pregos. Don't drop down on your belly all the way, but for my unpregnant people, you can come all the way down to belly and then come up into a little bit of a crescent pose. All right, so if you are pregnant, you're gonna kind of just come into that pose, get a little space for the baby bump. All right, big breath here, lengthen through the crown, inhale, exhale, bend the knees, make those circles with the hips. Reset, catch your breath, close the eyes. Inhale, exhale. Really good work, guys. Next inhale, we have to do opposite side. So now right leg, three-legged dog. We're going to extend the right leg now, toes face the floor. Inhale, lengthen. And remember modifications here. If this is too much, you come down to the knee. You're doing the same thing. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it in. Inhale, lengthen. Good job. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, heel comes into the glute. Open up that right knee out to the side. Like a dog peeing on a tree. I'll give you a nice visual, but it's what it looks like, right? And then if that's too much, you come down to the knee. So taking the modifications when you need. Good, hold here. Make those circles wherever you are. Drop down to the knees. If the arms are getting too tired, no worries, honor your body. Good, opening up that hip. Good work, inhale. Exhale, change the direction. Good, guys. And then bring those both knees down. Make circles again. Good, keep breathing. Take your time, take child's pose whenever you need, whenever you get tired. No judgment. And just notice how you talk to yourself throughout your practice. When things get tough, are you just ready to give up? Or do you breathe, take a moment, take a break, honor your body, and then meet us back together, okay? Really good. Next inhale, we're coming back into that three-legged dog. And exhale, we're bringing that right knee in between our hands. Low lunge. So low lunge, opposite side now. We started with the left leg, we're moving to the right. So seeing the alignment here, my knee is over my ankle. If your heel is really behind your knee, please, to avoid injury, bring that foot up. Hinge the hips forward. You can use blocks. You can use your leg. You can use the floor. All right, so from here, we're just gonna start to pulse, shifting forward and back. Really nice stretch for our left hip flexor. So you should feel that as we hinge forward and hinge back, you should feel it on that left hip flexor. Really good. Keep breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Fake a smile, right? If you're really tense, notice if you're holding that tension in the jaw, if you're scrunching your face, try to relax the body. Good. Trust your body. Good, guys. And then from here, we're coming into that little flow. So remember, the modification for this flow is to stay on the back left knee and then sweep the leg back, come back into low lunge, and sweep the leg back. But if you want the full pose like before, inhale, low lunge, tuck the toes. On the exhale, press the floor away, sweep the right leg back and up. Inhale, take the foot down to the floor, low lunge, lift the floor away or press the floor away. Big stretch for the left hip flexor. Exhale, sweep that right leg back and up. Good work. Keep that core engaged, keep the hip closed if you can. Inhale, exhale, sweep the leg forward. Drop the hips. Exhale, sweep the right leg back. Really good. Last one, inhale, come forward. Exhale, drop the left knee. Give our wrists a little break. Rise up. Rotate the wrist out. You can even interlace the hands. Row the boat. Good. Anything you need here. Big breath. Inhale, rise up. Bring in what you need. Remember our intention for today. Bringing in love, peace, safety. Lock it in. Beautiful. Fill up from head to toe. Love, peace, safety. Exhale, lock it in. Beautiful, guys. From here, inhale, tuck those back left toes. We're coming to crescent pose again. So we're gonna take a little hop up with the back left foot. Keep legs parallel, meaning like you're on railroad tracks, side by side. We're gonna rise up, big bend in that front right leg. My heel of my left foot is facing up. I'm on the toes of my left foot here. Big bend, 90 degrees with that right leg. Engage the core, level the hips side by side. Rise those arms up. Good. Big breath, inhale. Exhale. Now, arms can stay up or bring in my hips to do our pulses. Keep the core pulled in tight, shoulders over hips. Good, keep breathing. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. From here, keep the knee bent. We're gonna sweep that left foot to meet the right, drop down into chair. We're burning here. Come to chair pose. Good. Pulse. So chair pose, so you can visualize here. Feet hip distance. We're dropping our butt down like to an imaginary chair. We're tucking our core. Little pulses here. You can rise the arms up, or if the shoulders are tight, you just reach forward. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold, the best pose of the day. Knees soft. Make room for baby if you have baby belly. If not, you can still make room if it feels good, but keep the knees bent. Good, relax. Relax that top body. Relax the head, shake the neck out, especially if you're holding a lot of tension in the neck. When we're stressed, we hold a lot of tension in the neck and shoulders. So really, sweep the body, shake it out. Let everything that doesn't serve you pour away. Good, no longer meant for you. Breathe in, beautiful light. From face all the way down to toes. Good, guys. Next inhale, we're coming into halfway lift, which is flat back. So let's all sweep our hands to the top of our thighs. Elbows hug in, fingertips point to the floor. Press the thighs back, straighten the legs. Lengthen the torso forward. Pinch a pencil between the shoulder blades. almost like you're showing the floor your boobs, right? We're puffing our chest forward. Gaze down, energy on heels and on on our toes. Good, inhale. Feel the length in our spine. Feel the stretch in the back of our hamstrings. Really nice. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out. Really good. Inhale, press into the feet. Reverse swan dive. Reach up, lift up, lengthen. Good. Exhale, right hand down. Big side body stretch. The left hand, palm faces the floor. Big stretch. Squeeze the core. Let the left hip come out. You can shake the head out if there's tension. You can open up the jaw if you're clenching. All right. Pull the lips, whatever you need. Inhale, come back. Exhale, opposite side. Good. Beautiful stretch. Let that right hip come out. Check in with the jaw. Check in with the body. Shoulders are stacked, so we're not closing. We're opening. Good. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. Settle in. Spread the toes. Close the eyes. Take a minute here to ground. So remembering yoga, whatever class you're taking, it's not about the postures. It's about connecting. It's about breathing. It's about honoring your body and your mind wherever you are. So take a minute here to really ground down. Spread all four corners of your feet into the earth. Connect to your heart center. And you can even kind of wiggle side to side here. Close the eyes. Trust yourself. Trust your body. Trust the breath. I'm just taking a minute here to be grateful for all the things that we do have. Being grateful for our heart that pumps blood throughout our body and keeps us alive. Being grateful for our organs that work without any instruction. They work every day to keep us alive, to keep us healthy, to keep us functioning. Being grateful for our limbs to play, to dance, to do yoga, to run, to work out. Being grateful for our eyes to see the beautiful world. Being grateful for our heart and our minds to love and create. And being grateful for the breath. Knowing that in these times we can come back always to the breath. Just giving a moment for that gratitude. Beautiful, guys. Letting the heart just lower down a little bit. Soften the jaw. Really, really nice. Knowing that you are exactly where you need to be today. Whether you're watching this video and doing it, whether you're just watching it, whatever it is. Let it all go. Good. We're getting right back into it. All right. So inhale. If you do have blocks, use it. If you have a chair, use it. If you can reach to the floor, you can come onto fingertips. But even if you have a pillow, use the pillow and press the floor away. Blocks, yoga blocks, pillows, they give a little bit of height here. So we're just first starting with a halfway lift. Feel that beautiful stretch in the hamstrings. Inhale. Now on the exhale, we're lifting one leg up. Yes, this is tricky here. Balanced posture. If you have a wall, right? This is too much to reach to the floor. Use the wall. Press into the wall and just lift the leg up. Okay? So take a minute here to get settled into that. Good. Good. No, that's perfect. If you join late, that's okay. This is going to save to my Facebook. And also I'm going to put it on my YouTube. Okay? So again, lift the left leg up wherever you are. If you're using the floor, the wall, a block. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the heel into the glute. Inhale, open up the knee. Lift the knee. Good. Press through the standing leg. Keep the gaze at the floor. Inhale. Exhale, extend that leg. Point the toe. Little pulses like we did earlier. Good. Lift and lower. Lower to the floor. Lift. Lower to the floor. Tap and lift. Good. Lower to the floor. Last time. Lift. Good. Beautiful. Bend the knee. Big IT band stretch. One of my favorite. Take that left leg behind the right. Good. Come down to fingertips or blocks or pillows. And then we're going to go over to the right side. So left leg is behind right. Over to the right side. You're going to feel this come up the outside of the left leg. Really beautiful stretch. Keep the knees soft, try not to hyperextend. Shake the head out while we're here. Letting go of the tension and the stress, especially if you keep looking up at the camera. Let it go. Good, inhale, release the left leg back to the floor, bend the knees, sweep those arms up, chair pose. Good, press energy into the heels. Little pulses here. We're going 5, 4, 3, and keep the arms where they are. If your shoulders are tight, that hurts, you can go right in front, okay? 3, 2, 1, forward fold. This forward fold, if you don't want to bend the knees, you can extend the legs straight, wrap those hands behind the shins, and then lengthen the crown, top of head towards the floor. Feel that stretch rise up all the way to the glute tie-in. Shake the head out again. Good, guys. Inhale and just lengthen up. Big stretch. Big, beautiful stretch. Inhale. Good. Reach back. A little bit of a back bend if it feels good. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to prayer. We're coming back down to that halfway lift. Press the floor away. Good. And now we're going to sweep the right foot back. Toes face the floor. Close the hip. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee, heel into glute, then open up the knee like the dog peeing on the tree. Good, keep lifting the knee, big hip opener. Inhale, keep the gaze down, try to look at the floor so you don't crane the neck. Inhale, exhale, make those circles, any direction. Keep the core tight. Change the direction. Good. Come back, drop that right foot down. Come into your forward fold. And really this time, if you want, you're feeling stretched, you can really wrap your hands around, sandwich your top body to your bottom body. But check in, if you're still tight behind the knees, don't do that, right? Shake it out. Let the stress go. Imagine stress, tension, fear pouring out of the head. And then on that beautiful next in-breath, you are just awakened with life and light. And we're hinging and we're coming back to chair. Good. Good, beautiful. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, rise up. Good, open up, inhale, exhale. Another balance challenge here is figure 4 standing. So please here, wall is very important if you have one. Lean on a wall. Step by a wall and lean. So you can imagine this can be my imaginary wall, right? And then what you do is press into the right foot, use your wall, take your left foot, figure 4. If this is too high, you can't bring your left shin above your knee. Figure 4, right there, keep the toes down. You're still doing it, you're still opening up that left hip. The knee still points out to the side, all right? So honor where you're at, it's enough. So imaginary wall, I'm holding on to it, giving me balance. From here, good. If you're there now, hold wherever you are. If you want to come further, you're gonna start to bend at that standing leg. Try to keep the hip in. Bend, 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 flex the toes. Whoop, whoop, see, balance challenge, look at the floor, right? And then hands that come onto floor or block. Good, good. Big hip opener, huge hip opener. Coming all the way down. Good. Hold here, breathe here. If you want to work on, I even forgot what this pose is called, but I think it's one-legged pigeon. If you want to work on that, you can start to drop the knees, elbows come back to that chaturanga arms, and then maybe you lift one leg, maybe you extend it out. All right, but maybe do none of those things. You're just holding figure 4. Good, and then slowly rise up, take the knee out, big circles with those hips. So imagine like a hula hoop. And remember, you can always come back if you want to try that again, right? And we're going to try on the other side. Good. Big inhale. Building a little heat here. Press into the feet. Rise up. We're going to take a little flow here. Let's get that heart rate back up. Exhale, bow down. Good. Inhale. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Bend the knees. Step, float, jump to plank. Good. Inhale, plank. Exhale. We're going to tap the toes out to the side. And remember, you can do this with on your knees too, so you're just bringing the knee out. Still doing the same thing, right? If you want more and you're feeling having energy, hop. You're hopping out and in. So we're going 5, wherever you are. 4, good job. 3, 2, 1. Everyone drop down to the knees. We're gonna come into a modified chaturanga. So notice my core, my shoulders, and my hips. They're gonna stay in a diagonal line. I'm not sinking my hips down. As I come to yoga push-up, inhale, shift forward. My elbows have to hug the rib cage. Lower down, lengthen the feet back, and come into upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Shake it out, big breath here. Inhale, exhale, let it all go. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the gaze, step, float, hop to get to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. So flat back, you can have hands up here on the shins or on floor. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, lift up, lengthen up. Really good. Press into the feet. Now we gotta do the other leg. So starting in that figure 4 pose, we want to just take the knee out to the side. That can be where you're at. You're still opening up the right hip. If you want more, take that right leg, flex the toes, bring it above the knee joint. Good. From here, this can be it. Beautiful. Hold here. Take your arms out to the side. Honor where you're at today. If you want more, start to bend at the knee. Find a space on the floor. Bend, bend, bend. Good. Maybe the arms come down towards the floor. Maybe they don't. All right, hold here, breathe. If you want to try working on that one-legged pigeon again, you're gonna keep bending here. Hands come down to floor. Elbows are gonna come bending back. You're gonna hook your knee and your foot onto the elbow. You're gonna lift one leg up. Maybe extending out, maybe not. All right, and then when you're done, let's release out. Last pose of the day is, by Yogi's request, pigeon pose. So take a minute here to just settle down, right? Take the wrist out, breathe. You can take a downward dog if you're feeling that energy, you want to keep the momentum up. So either meeting in downward dog or sitting, Yogi's choice, we're gonna find our way into pigeon pose. So the first leg we're gonna bring forward. You can either just bring the right knee forward, extend the left leg back, knee points to the floor, heel points up, your right knees facing the front of your mat. So from the front view, looks like this. If you have a lot of space between your right butt cheek and the floor, get a pillow, get a block, place it under there. First, press the floor away, stack shoulders over hips. The reason why I want to keep this back left toe tucked and the heel up, it's a huge hip flexor stretch on the left hip flexor, right? And if you have more energy, you can come from downward dog and then sweep forward to pigeon. However you get there is exactly how you need to get there, all right? So lift here, big stretch, inhale. Exhale, surrender down, maybe to forearms, maybe all the way down. Big breath. Breathing life, breathing energy into that hip. Stay here, unclench the jaw. Release tension in the face. Good job, guys, really good. Good. Good, and then sweep up. Take your time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Come back, and then you can find it the opposite way. So again, if you want to find that flow, downward dog, you can lift up and then come forward with the left leg for pigeon, or you can just bring, and I'll show you how it looks from the front, you just bring your right knee forward, your heel is facing your right hip crease. Those back right toes are tucked. We're sitting equally on both sits bones. So we're not to the side here. Really engaging the core and lifting up. Inhale. Big breath, soften the face. Exhale, surrender down. Good, guys. Come down to floor. Wherever it is you need to go. Start to feel your body on the floor. Start to feel the breath entering the body, leaving the body. And allow yourself to feel the support of the earth beneath you in this moment. Big, beautiful, deep breath here. Good, really, really bringing it in. Inhale, exhale, and just come into seated. So our seated pose, we can take our heels in as close to the groin as possible. Take the extra flesh from underneath our sits bones. And then from here, we're just gonna do a few little circles in our thighs. Good, you should feel it right away when you kind of sweep forward and then come back. Really, really nice. You can even rock butt to butt or sits bone to sits bone. This feels really, really good. For my lower back pain people who some are watching this later from the side, the first one in our thighs is chest puffs forward. To get that lower back, we're gonna round the lower back, round the sits bone down, and just feel that. Wrap the hands around the ankles, kind of rock side to side. And then from here, create a little more space between your heels and your pelvis. Now, really nice for the lower back, bring your feet forward and just rest the head down on pillow or on block. You can stay here for a few minutes. You can keep joining with me. Next breath, come out. And then lower down for the hardest pose of the day, which is Shavasana. So trying to come into this pose, giving yourself opportunity to be here, get a pillow, get a blanket, take a nap, right, if you can. Keep the knees open wide to start. And then just rock those hips side to side. Any last movement that you need, you can take a twist if you like, bringing the knees over to the left, spread the hands out, look over to the right. Or you can just stay spread out on the mat. Take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Lay here. Honor that beautiful breath. Honor the fact that you made time for yourself, whether you had it or not. You made yourself a priority. Knowing that we have to fill up our own cup. Now everyone says that, but it's so true. We can't give out when we're angry. We can't give when we're stressed. We can't give when we're depressed. We have to fill up our own space. So taking your time, stay there or meet me in seated. We're gonna close out with 3 big deep breaths. Inhale, bring in that light, bring in that peace from head to toe. And our last few chances to let go of everything else. Blow it out of the mouth. Open up the jaw, really let the tongue weigh heavy. Inhale, big breath. Imagine you're breathing for the whole world here. So big, so deep, and on the exhale, you're releasing and healing the whole world, right? That helps you think with our intention. Let it all go. Good. By helping ourselves, we're helping our neighbors, we're helping the community. Breathe into your body. Good. Exhale, let go. Let go of everything. Pain, stress. Blow it out. Imagine it with the color leaving the body. Good. Last breath together. Breathe in peace. Breathe in hope. Breathe in health. Safety. And exhale, let go of everything else. Sigh it out the mouth. Beautiful, guys. Bring our hands back to heart. Thank you so much for those who joined, whether it was for a few minutes or the whole class. Thank you for those who will watch this video later on. Thank you for those who donated. Thank you for everything. And again, as always, please make sure to just keep smiling, keep hope, keep doing what you're doing, and just making time for yourself. This was beautiful. Thank you for joining again. The light in me, my heart to yours, sees and loves the light in you. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Bye.